Broadcasting from under the roof of Lone Depot Park as we ready for game time. The road trip wraps up with the second of two between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Miami Marlins. Interleague Baseball next. Sixto Sanchez is on the mound for game two. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
First pitch, 7-11.
The 0-1 delivery. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, it was a low-scoring affair. Good pitchers duel, good defense in the first game, but the home team's able to scratch it out, and they're looking for a 2-game sweep, Dan.
You know, Dero, it's never easy to sweep in any league, but boy, in a 2-game set like this, you win a nail-biter in the first one, you have to start thinking being greedy and win this one and get out of here with a clean sweep.
The 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game. So the next to bat will be Marcus Semien, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 0-1 the count. From the stretch. Springer on at first, nobody out. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Stepping in next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Jake Lamb standing in now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Grounded to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he was a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Turned on down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And now the infield shifts into a bunt prevent formation. No surprise with the speed that's at the plate. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 2 home runs, 18 driven in.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike now. All even now, 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Garrett Cooper comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And this one's in the dirt, and he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. 3-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Into the box, Brian Anderson, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. Hits 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, down.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1 left for Miami. We are still scoreless. So stepping in is Lourdes Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. Now the 1-0. Nope. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Now here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting 6.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
Corey Dickerson is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Jesus Luzardo comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Number 44, Jesus Luzardo.
That's inside. 2-0. Line hard to center field. Brinson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 7, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
The batter will be Alejandro Kirk, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Brinson, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of this. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Leading off,
Miguel Rojas is in to start
shortstop.
things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's 4 for 11. He also has 1 home run.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And there's your first out of the inning.
Batting 6th, the center fielder.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. The 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 7th.
Next here is Jorge Alfaro. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. And it's fouled away.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Kevin Biggio stepping up now. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Number 8, Kevin.
Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. The windup and the 0-1. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. So now into the box is Robbie Ray. Now the first pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Sierra's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. And that ends the inning. 4 pitches, all it takes to retire the Jays.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the 3rd. And this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 2-1 home.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get in the chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. John Birdie will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Sanchez on 2nd. Luzardo at 1st with no outs. He froze him on the fastball there. John Birdie is retired for the 1st out here in the bottom half of the 3rd. Magneuris Sierra comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. He's set, now the pitch. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Big strikeout for the 2nd out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out the jam, and keep this game tied.
Garrett Cooper is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the 1st strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Popped him up. Lamb calls for it, and he makes the play to end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And Marcus Semien as we begin the top of the fourth.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
The 1-1. On the ground to the right side. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
The batter.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. No runs, no hits. 1 error thus far for Toronto. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fastball just inside.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Hit high and deep out to left field. Sierra looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. 24 home runs for him on the season. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Stepping in now, Jake Lamb. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there are 2 down.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
2 down, no one on base. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 1-0 Toronto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Brian Anderson is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Anderson.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready now for the Marlins, Miguel Rojas. A real chess match going on over there at first now as he steps off to stare him back. He's set, and the pitch. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And there's one down now.
The center fielder, number 25.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Lewis Brinson is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
The catcher.
Now here's the first offering. Jorge Alfaro is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Here's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. The set and the 2-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
He's set, the 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Hit back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Hero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
So 1-1. Alfaro, the runner at first with 2 gone. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Dickerson finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Just 1 hit in the inning, buddy. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
The right fielder.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Corey Dickerson. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Now batting. Catcher.
So 1 out and nobody aboard. And in next is Alejandro Kirk. First pitch on its way.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
And it's 1-1. And this is lined hard to deep left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 8.
So 2 out, Kevin. Nobody on. And that'll bring in Kevin Biggio. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Two out, nobody on. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Robbie Ray is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Blue Jays pitcher with an even 1-1 count. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The count now at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
The left fielder, number 34.
So next to hit is Magneuris Sierra. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Birdie stands at first with 1 out. He's right there. The throw pulls him off the bag.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second. And guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Here's the 2-0. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. Jordan Holloway takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, George Springer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
And And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Brinson is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Next up, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He went deep last time up. Now the first pitch. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. And it's fouled away. The 2-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball right down the line in left. Sierra's under it. And that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Now it'll be Miguel Rojas. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Hit to short, right to him. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 25.
First pitch on its way. Lewis Brinson is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. A ball and a strike. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Jorge Alfaro is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Well, that's just a nice executed pitch right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ross Detweiler will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Sandy Leon is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Here's the first pitch. Jake Lamb is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. One and 1 to count to Jake Lamb. The 1-1 fouled off. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Digging in will be Lourdes Gurriel. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Smoke toward third. Scooped up. And quickly there are two away.
Now batting. The right
At
fielder.
the plate now is Corey Dickerson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. And he fouls this one off. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Sanchez gets there for the catch, and that ends bottom of the inning now. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Jesus Sanchez. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Lifted down the line in left, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. Scorched to third. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Protecting with 2 strikes. One out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Fouled away. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. And it's fouled away. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Next, it'll be Kevin Biggio. Hit by a pitch last time, perhaps looking for a little payback.
Yeah, guys, well, maybe that's going to wake up.
This ball's hit a ton out to center field. Going back is the center fielder. Gone!
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition after score with only 6 outs to go.
Standing in now, Adam Simber. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Swing and a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to first. 2 gone. George Springer the next to hit. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Now the pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brian Anderson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Miguel Rojas is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Fouled off. Another one sent foul. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Joe Pennant will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back easily. From the stretch. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. 2 balls and a strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here's the 3-1. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Monte Harrison will come on now and pinch run here.
The right fielder.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Now pitching for Toronto.
No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Anthony Bass enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
The second baseman.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter. The first baseman.
Now to the plate, here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Jake Lamb will be next. There's ball 4. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and in to hit next will be Jake Lamb. From the belt, kicks and deals. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Guerrero leads off first with 1 away. And that one yanked just foul. He He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he misses 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now back.
Next up is Lourdes Gurriel, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Sierra is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now back.
Next to bat for Toronto, Corey Dickerson. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
1-2. Here it is.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Here's the 2-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. And stepping in, Alejandro Kirk. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally. Jordan Romano comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 68. Jordan.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sandy Leon is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Behind 0-2 now. Hot shot down the line. And I believe your tying run's going to be in scoring position right away as this is down for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play.
You talk about perfect execution right there. That took a great relay throw to get him. And any breakdown in that relay, and I think he's safe.
In now, Magneuris Sierra. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Hey, it's much easier to lay up the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
Miami down to their last strike. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
This was an awfully quick series, and it ended in a split. I have a feeling these two teams could have played a 20-game series and would have ended tied. Two evenly matched, well-coached ball clubs.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Jays win this one despite banging out only 2 hits. Adam Simber earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Jordan Romano hammers down the save, his 37th of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Still turning up. Why you all in my face? I don't give a. You ride shotgun. Try and give me some. Oh, there you go again. Rolling up, goodie. Put on the floor again.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays.